Hey guys, and welcome back to SMAC Vision. I'm your host, Ange, and this is my channel. It's about my weight loss journey, and I am a 41-year-old Weight Watcher who joined the freestyle program in February of this year, and I make all kinds of videos, weigh-in videos, and cook with me videos, and little adventure videos, and talk about all kinds of stuff. And this is a little something different. This is a weight loss tag video that Sandy from the Let's Get Fit with Sandy's channel tagged me in, and I decided that I was going to participate. And so I'm going to put the link into her video in the description, and I'm also tagging two people that I think should get back on the horse and maybe if they feel like it, participate in this video as well. I'm going to go ahead and tag Peggy from Color Me Influenced because I haven't seen any videos from her in a while and I really like her. She's a sweet lady. Hi, Peggy. And also Cassandra Rosa, who is a personal friend of mine that I met working at my job at the Cheesecake Factory. She doesn't work there anymore, but she started a channel a little while ago, and I haven't seen anything from her in about 3 weeks either. So where are you at, Cass? Okay, so let's get right down to it. So there's a bunch of questions here. I'm going to also put them in the description underneath, and I'm just going to answer them. This is kind of like a getting to know me thing that like it's like a weight loss get to know me situation. Okay, so first question number 1, what was your highest weight? Well, when I first started this program this time, I weighed in at like 291 something, but I'm sure that at some point last year I was pushing 300, if not a couple pounds over. I didn't weigh myself. I'm sure that at some point I weighed more than that. Never actually had a physical weigh-in with the 3 in front of my weight, but I'm sure, there was a time that I was in the 300s. Okay. Number 2, what diets have you done? Okay. When I was in 7th grade, my mom and I did the Richard Simmons Deal-A-Meal diet. That was my first diet. Oh, that was weird. My kitchen light just got brighter. It's like there's something loose in there, and there's 2 light bulbs, and sometimes both of them work and sometimes only one of them works. So thank you. Creepy. Okay. So I did the Deal-A-Meal diet, and it was like this little binder and had all these cards in it. It was like each card was a different color, and it was like fruits and vegetables and proteins and dairies and sugars, and it had all the things on there and all the measurements of how much you should eat, and everything every day started off on the left hand side, and as you ate them you moved the cards over to the right hand side, and it was like you were allowed this much, and then by the end of the day all of your cards should be on this side. And in the first, I did it for like 1 month, and I lost like 21 pounds, and I was like, I killed it. And then that was it. I just got rid of the stupid binder. Then I know over the years when growing up, now my family, there's a lot of people in my family that struggle with weight situations, and I distinctly remember having Slim Fast in my house at some point. I think I drank that, didn't really like it. Also, back in my very early 20s, 2021, there was like a miracle drug that came out, ephedrine, that one night I was watching an infomercial at like 3 in the morning. I was living in my own little studio apartment on Long Island by myself. And I was like, ooh, what is that? Let me buy it. And I ordered these pills. And it was like $100 for 3 months worth of pills. And it was apparently after the fact, it was basically like caffeine, and it was like really bad for you. But I lost 50 or 50 something pounds in like 2.5 months. And then I realized that I was running out of those pills, and I went to re-up on my prescription, or not, it's not a prescription. And they like made them illegal. because it like gives you holes in your heart or something. But I could see why, because I was going 100 miles an hour. Like, I've never done cocaine. I don't know what it's like to do cocaine, but I could only imagine that the effects were very similar, because I would work like 67, 70 hours a week, and I would just be going full steam. And every now and then when I would talk to my mom back in Connecticut, because I used to live in Long Island, I'd be like, "Hey mom, what's up?" Blah, 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 blah. And she'd be like, "Okay, are you okay? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, can you slow it down?" I'd be like, what do you mean? I'm cool. I'm great." So anyway, no more ephedrine. And then that was, like I said, in the very early 2000s. And then in 2014, I did Weight Watchers again, and it was the Points Plus program. And I started in February of 2014, and by like November, I believe, of that year, I had lost almost 100 pounds, like 90 something pounds. I literally got down to 200 on the dot. 200. I never went over to Wonderland, but I looked good. I felt good. And I was just like, you know what? This is great. This is where I'm going to stop. This is a good weight for me, whatever. And then over the years, I just ballooned back up. And so this year, like I said, I know this is like a long number too, but this year I started at 291 point something. And so far I'm doing pretty good. I lost like 78.9 pounds or something since February. Okay, number 3. Why are you losing weight? Well, if you go back to my very first SMAC Vision video, I first joined it because I'm huge and didn't feel good. Like, I didn't feel good. I sure didn't look good. I was sad. I was uncomfortable. At that time, I had it was me and Caitlin, and the two of us agreed to sign up to do this and lose weight together and support each other. And things kind of changed since then, but I wanted to do it to look better, to be healthier, and to live longer. And I just wanted to push myself to do better. Especially, that's why I had the idea of having this channel, so that I can like hold myself accountable and have to face the music. Okay. Number 4. What is your favorite food? That was a hard question. Okay. So, my favorite food, like savory food, it's a tie between pizza and cheeseburgers. Both of those, I can't resist a good piece of pizza or a greasy, cheesy burger. But I can't leave out desserts, because I'm a dessert person. I love sweets so much. And my favorite type of dessert is cake. I love cake. And then I also love cannolis and pastries, but cannolis. And if I have cannoli cake, ooh, I had a cannoli cake for my birthday this year. It was divine. Okay. Number 5. How do you reward your accomplishments? Well, I reward myself in different ways. But I'm not going to lie. Like, most of the time, if I like, for example, on Mondays when I have my weigh-in, if I have a loss, I usually will treat myself to some kind of crap food, some kind of, ice cream, or I go nuts on weigh-in day. I mean, that is a bad habit, but that's what I do. Or I'll go and buy something that's fits me, like smaller size. Like, that's what I do. Could I reward myself in other ways? Absolutely. You did a great job today. Why don't you? Oh, pedicures. I go get myself a pedicure. That's a nice little thing that I do too. I could probably go for a walk, or go do something, some kind of exercise or something. But who are you kidding? I want a Reese's peanut butter cup, or ice cream, because my brain is just trained that way. Okay, number 6. What was your most rewarding non-scale victory? Honestly, to date, it has to be fitting into smaller clothes. I know that's probably like petty and like shallow, but like it just shows me that I'm having results, that I'm not doing all this for nothing. Even though it's really like for health and all that, to me, when I can fit into stuff that's a smaller size that I never wore before, or a size that I never thought I could get back down to, that to me is so rewarding. Okay, number 7. What will you do when you reach goal? Probably cry. Most definitely cry. Um, I don't know. I really haven't thought about it. Maybe I can have like a little party or something. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I really don't know. That's a good question. I'll have to think about that. But maybe a nice little party. Parties are fun. Okay. Number 8, what diet or plan are you following? Weight Watchers Freestyle Program. Number 9, what was your first habit that you changed when you started your diet? First thing that I changed on the first day was that I did not go to Dunkin' or McDonald's for breakfast or coffee. And I made coffee in my coffee maker, and I was pissed because I was like, I just want a caramel latte or like a hot caramel mocha. And one of those is like 30 points. And that was a hard adjustment. But in order to offset that, I started squirreling a very small amount of money away weekly that I would assume that I probably would have spent going there, and I was able to like save a little chunk of money um, from then till now. So that's good. Okay, number 10. What is your favorite body part? Okay. So my favorite body part, I know this might sound a little vain, but I like my eyes because the color of my eyes is really cool. I'm getting close. They're like green, kind of brown, hazily. And my twins, I have twins and they're 14, and they both have their eye color is very similar to mine. I love that. But ever since I've been like losing weight and like going down in sizes and stuff, I'm starting to develop an extreme love for this sort of collarbone situation I got going on. I don't know. Is that sick? Is that like a body thing? Is that like one of those like that's not good? That's going to induce eating disorders by saying that? I don't know. But I've never really had this like definition going on up here. So I'm like, ooh, that's kind of sexy. I like it. Okay. On to the next one. Number 11. What are your non-scale goals? Okay, I wrote a few things down here. I wanted to be able to buy clothes in a regular store at any time for any occasion. That is one of my goals. I don't want to go to Lane Bryant or the Avenue and have to try on a bunch of stuff and get all sweaty in the fitting room and like constantly be disappointed because the sizes are huge, and I want to be able to like shop in like normal people size department stores and like anywhere. Like I want to be able to be like, oh my God, I need a new shirt. Let me run to the closest store and pick up a quick shirt. Instead of going, okay, well, let me Google where the closest Lane Bryant is or the closest place that sells plus size clothes. It's annoying. It's annoying and it's shameful, and I don't want to have to do that. Another thing is I want my kids to be proud of me and to look up to me. I really do. Because, I want them to see that if you put your mind to something, you can actually do it. And I know they're proud of me, and I know that they look up to me, and I harp on them every day to make better food choices, and they're just annoyed by me, but like that's my job. Also, this one's kind of silly. Maybe, people don't really think about this that much, but not having to consider weight restrictions to like sit on like, lawn chairs, or go on like an amusement park ride, or I was thinking about one day maybe taking the girls and going, what is that called? When you like hang from like a rope and you go down a zip lining. And I looked that up. Um, and there's like a weight requirement on that, and I'm like, "Ooh, that's embarrassing. I can't take them to do that because I'm too heavy to go on that." And I can't, of course, in my head I like catastrophize everything, and I'm like, "Oh my God, the zip line's gonna snap and I'm gonna go flying because I'm too fat and blah blah blah." So one day I would like to maybe go zip lining and take the kids to do that, and I want to be light enough to be able to do that safely. Also, one of my other non-scale goals is to be able to maybe wear something sexy that I won't be ashamed of showing, like an exposed like stomach or waistline area, like a midriff. Maybe not a bikini, not walking around like with a half shirt on, because like let's get real with it, like I'm of an age where I can't be passing that kind of crap off. But maybe one day I can wear something that like shows a little more skin, and I'm not like, ugh, I have, this muffin top situation and these like lumps and rolls. And my little one, Juliet, she, from the time she was very little, she called rolls stacks. One day she said to me, Mom, how to get like stacks like you have? See how you have those stacks? I'm like, these are rolls, Jewel. That's not something that you should aspire to want. Okay, they're called rolls. And so we just thought it was funny that she called them stacks. So we call them stacks around here. Okay. Number 12, what has been making losing weight hard for you, or your biggest challenge? So losing weight is not easy at all. It's not. And maybe because I seem to be having so much success, and every week, almost every single week I have a loss. Maybe I'm portraying that it's easy in here, because I did have a subscriber say to me something like, you make it look easy or something, but it's not easy. It's not. And honestly, my biggest challenge is resisting temptations during like special events, special occasions, holidays. And I usually indulge, and I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I've done so well. I'm going to treat myself. And I don't know if that's the right mentality, but that's the one thing that holds me back from losing more than I've lost. But I still think I'm doing a pretty damn good job, considering how much I lost in how much time that I've lost. And the fact that I lost anything is better than nothing. But I can't always justify that and be like, well, you know what? I came this far. Screw it. I'm going to eat cake today. Because if you get used to that mindset, you're going to just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And that's what I did the last time I did the Weight Watchers. And I just was like, oh, well, you know what? I lost this many pounds. Like, I'm going to go to the town fair and I'm going to have a corn dog, and I'm going to have, cinnamon sugar donuts and a waffle cone with like ice cream and pierogies and all these things, because I just think that like I deserve it. And like, it ruined me. I put all this weight back on. Okay, so, yeah, that was number 12. Number 13, what is your number one tip for losing weight? I'm not a professional. I'm not what is it called? Like a Weight Watcher ambassador. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not, anybody to be telling you how to lose weight. I'm just telling you how I'm going about doing it. And I would have to say my best advice to you, because I have had friends reach out to me over the past, since I've been doing this, and ask me, or that they're wanting to start Weight Watchers, and do I have any advice for them or whatever. My advice is, always have Weight Watcher friendly snacks and foods available to you in your house at any given moment. Always. Because see, I'm a mom, I have 3 kids, and there's a lot of things in my house that are not Weight Watcher friendly, and it's very tempting. And every once in a while I'll grab for that stuff. But I literally, because I'm so obsessed with trying to be careful and trying to stay on track, I literally hoard Weight Watcher friendly snacks and foods. And I make a whole bunch of vegetables, big batches of roasted vegetables, and I have them in the fridge all the time, and big batches of hard-boiled eggs. And I buy like tons of Fiber One brownies and like healthy popcorn packs and stuff. And the kids eat them too. They do. And it makes me happy that they eat them. But having that stuff available at any given moment has been very helpful to me when I've been just like ravenous and craving something. Tons of fruit. Okay. Number 14. What advice would you have given yourself at your heaviest weight? I would have said, look at yourself. Look at yourself. Like, you're the picture of unhealthy, sad, just like, don't give a crap person. What are you doing? Like, you have so much going for you. You are a smart person. You have kids. You're funny, and you're pretty. I have to say it. I mean, whether I was bigger or smaller, I definitely think that I have I'm a good looking chick, I guess, and you look defeated, like you just gave up, and inside doesn't look like that. So why don't you make the inside match the outside? That's what I would have said. Okay. Okay. Number 15. What is your number one way to stay motivated? Okay, so this is the last question. I would say reflecting on how far that I've come since day one. And that's the good thing about having these videos, is that I can go back and I can watch them and I can be like, oh my God, look at me. Look at me. What was I thinking? Look how much hard work that I put in. Do I want to throw all that away again? Because I already did it once. I already put in almost a whole year's worth of hard work to lose a bunch of weight. And then I just gave up and put it all back on. And I am trying my damnedest to lose it again. And I don't want to waste all that hard work and time and energy and constantly like measuring and weighing out and tracking and then like now working out, and don't take it for granted. Like, I need to do this for me, and I'm doing it for me, and I always do for everyone else, and this is my time to do for me, and I'm worth it. And just keep going, just every day. Just keep doing better. Every day, be a better version of yourself. That's my best thing that I have to say to stay motivated. And guys, that's it. Those are all the questions for this weight loss tag. Sandy, thanks for tagging me. I hope this answered some questions for you. I like tag videos. I just never have downtime to like sit here and do that. Actually, I have to get ready for work now. And I gotta like eat my food and like get the hell out of here. So, in the famous words of RuPaul, who is a fierce queen, if you can't love yourself, then you can't love nobody else. Okay, right? Is that what he says? Something like that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Ange from SMAC Vision. And if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell for notifications, and share the video. And thanks again to Sandy from the Let's Get Fit with Sandy's channel. And guys, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.